On Classic Rock Radio, this is That Radio Show with Pete and Sarah.
No Sarah Rosa this morning, 13 past 8, Pete.
The best things in life are free, but you can keep them for the birds and bees. Now give me more.
Welcome back to That Radio Show, and we've got award-winning special broker who's first time in the studio.
And that's the reason why we're playing the song.
He's got his own stinger.
He does. That's the reason.
Here.
That's the reason why we're playing it. We're talking about money.
It's taken Andrew Drobling about 6 months to get any sort of stinger.
I know.
But Bernard, welcome to the show.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Peter, for having me.
You've won awards as a mortgage broker, which is something that I've never done. So you've got the best young professional in the business from MFAA, the Association of Brokers.
Yes.
Well done. Congratulations. You're obviously very good. And I've had a look at your website, and you've got a lot of support in your team there. You've got credit analysts.
Yes.
And you've got a lot of support there helping you.
You can't do it alone. You have to have a good support system to do what you do.
Yeah.
So I focus on the front end, which is the customer piece.
Well, you're here resplendent in your pinstripe suit and red tie. You could be going to a wedding. But there's a lot of competition.
Or just coming from one.
Yeah, it could be. But a lot of competition for home loans in the marketplace. I suppose the number one question is, why should people look at a mortgage broker rather than walking into their bank?
Look, there's so much competition, and one of the biggest benefits that you can, as a consumer, have from a mortgage broker is mortgage brokers are professionals.
Yes.
They're experts in their field.
Yeah.
You can't really go into a bank and know that bank's going to have the best offer. Brokers do that for you. And the best way to explain this I do is brokers really care. I use the CARE acronym, which stands for what brokers really do, which is C for choice, A for advice, R for research, and E for educate. Brokers care for their clients, and they really show that in what they do.
Well, it's a great attitude to have. And look, I've known in personal experience that people who've gone into banks, they can only get the best off from the bank, but typically they'll give them not necessarily the best product that particular bank has on offer. And so that you've got to sort of look a bit broader. So you can look across a range of different lenders.
Yeah, I mean, as a mortgage broker, that's one of the advantages that we bring to the Australian consumer is we've got choice. We can pretty much understand the customers' requirements and then recommend alternative options.
Bernard, from a consumer's perspective, so like, for example, from my perspective, I'm not a mortgage broker, I don't go to the banks. How much does it cost me if I was to come to a mortgage broker for your service?
Good question.
Yeah, that's a great question. Mortgage brokers don't cost. Most mortgage brokers don't charge consumers. Mortgage brokers are paid by the successful lender.
Right.
So as an Australian consumer, the service that mortgage brokers provide is free for you.
So in the mortgage broker's perspective, it's in their best interest to get the consumer the best deal.
Exactly right. I mean, and mortgage brokers not just look after the consumer for today. It's not a set and forget rule. They look after the customer's journey throughout the life of the loan.
Well, good brokers like Bernard, that's what he does.
Indeed.
And look, it's interesting. We are professionals at mortgage brokers, but you look after certainly people's interests, and you work for them rather than for the lender.
Yep.
And I know from the commission structure point of view, they're all much the same.
Yes.
There is some variance in commissions paid, but not a lot. I don't even know what they are.
No, I mean, look, you have to keep the consumer at the center of everything that you do.
Yep.
And that's what a good broker does, We don't look after, what we're going to be making. It's looking after the customer, because if you look after the customer will look after your business.
Yep. And why do you think, Bernard, why would people refinance? What's the advantage in them refinancing, like Eddie?
Great question.
Absolutely.
Great question. Look, mortgages or home loans, it's a 30-year product, You could take a home loan today and... banks are incentivizing new business. So if you're with your existing lender, how do you know that that you're getting the best deal still? You could have taken a home loan 2 years ago, and right now there might be other options in the market that are giving you a better rate, or other features and services. So it's always good to ask the question. We always check, consumers will check, what is the cheapest phone plan or utility provider. Mortgage is one of the biggest expenses, and if you don't ask the question, you're not going to get the answer.
And don't be afraid to move lenders either.
Well, it's very easy to save, $2 or $3 grand a year.
Absolutely.
By moving. So, Bernard, if someone was thinking out there, listening to the show and listening to you, and they're thinking, I want to save $2 or $3 grand.
Yeah.
What can they do? How's the best way to get hold of you?
You can just Google my name, Bernard Desmond. You'll come up to my website. You can put through an inquiry, or just simply reach out to me through my mobile number 0499 888 and
what a great number!
Yeah.
So that number again, 0499
888
What an easy number to remember,
and
Pete.
We'll have this interview up as a podcast certainly by tomorrow if people want to go to our website, That Radio Show, or they can actually go to loanmarket.com.au and just do a search under Bernard Desmond.
That's right.
And check out your lovely photo. I'm sure it'll be fantastic, and get in touch with you and start saving some money on their home lending.
100%.
Yeah. Thanks very much to Samuel Nady, property expert at Property AU. We'll be back soon.
8:20.
This is That Radio Show with Pete and Sarah.
Melbourne's classic rock radio.